What is up, guys? Ellie here, and today I wanted to share with you how to play as Elemental Shaman and Boomie in whatever healer, either a Holy Paladin or Resto Shaman preferred. And the point that I'm going to be making against this comp, Destro and Shadow Priest, they're going to want to play in the open and get their casts and dots off. What we're going to be doing is playing this pillar the whole game. You can see us three just playing the pillar immediately right off the bat. We're trying to kill the pet. Right now I'm trying to get my dots off, my instant cast dots. And I'm lining the Vampiric Touch. I do not want the Vampiric Touch on me or any of my teammates, so I gotta step in and kick if I have to. We keep running around the pillar, making it a really annoying play style, but that's how you're gonna win against this comp. They just do so much damage if you're outside in the and not pillaring everything. One thing that I want to mention is as we're going around the pillar, I'm self-healing to relieve the pressure off my healer. I'm also throwing frost shocks on every person so they can't move, they can't catch up to us. Throwing a frost shock on the log. You can see his frost shock. And my priest gets a CC. After the CC, I'm throwing a frost shock onto the priest, not letting him have much mobility. Another frost shock onto the warlock. Doing these frost shocks not only does damage with your ice fury, but it also slows them. It stops them from doing damage. Simply doing the pillar allows them to negate a lot of their damage, and you can see down below that Abby, the Shadow Priest, still is half of our damage, if that. And I'm telling my my Druid to pillar because he's out there being aggressive, and that's not what we want to do. Doing frost shock, slowing them, trying just to peel for my Druid to get back. There's a freedom. I believe I start purging it. I didn't get a purge off. See how low my Druid is because he hasn't been lining. I'm still lining the Vampiric Touches, throwing frost shocks, lining the pillar. It's so important, guys, to do the frost shocks because it helps your teammate out. Here's important. Look, the Pally is drinking, but we're not going to go out and stop it because we're just waiting for dampening. Dampening is going to let us win the game. Here is an amazing play that happens between us three, and we did not coordinate this at all. But here, the H Paladin comes in. He gets a full blind onto the three enemies. And then my Druid comes in with the full root beam on all three of them. I put an end cap down to make sure they do not escape. And I get a Stormkeeper's Chain Lightning, and it's going to do so much damage. We get a Trinket from the lock immediately. And we force a bubble onto the Holy Paladin right about now. He bubbles. The Priest is super low. He has to disperse. Guys, we got two Trinkets. Disperse. Defensive cooldown from the Destruction Warlock and the bubble from the Paladin. After we created all that pressure, like, it is our time to move out in the open and just do all our damage because the Pally doesn't have Trinket. The Pally doesn't have bubble. He's just trying his last heals to just try and survive. We're just putting more and more damage onto him, and there I was lining back here because I was still scared of the S-Priest casting straight into me. And then I realized, okay, we're at like 55 dampening. We might as well just end the healer. Healer's going down. I try to put an in-cap totem. He moves for it, and we're able to kill him. Okay, so last game we fought against two casters. This game we're going to fight against two DPS, the DK and Ret Pally. What our kill target is the Ret Pally, and we're going to try and get CC onto the Frost DK and Mistweaver Monk. What I'm going to be doing myself is CCing the Monk, peeling for my Druid because he's going to be getting focused, and also punishing the Mistweaver. That's going to be a big thing. I'll show you guys in a second. The game starts, I'm getting my dots everywhere. My Druid gets a root beam on the healer. We're just putting damage out. We're also CCing the Frost DK. We already got his Trinket and he's fitting in a full CC. We're doing damage onto the Ret. He's getting low. I try to get a Hex onto the healer so he doesn't heal the Ret. The Ret already is going to bubble. There's the bubble. And right now, right now. Let me scoot back to their positioning. See, right about here, when he bubbles, look at the positioning. Now, since the Pally's bubbled and the Frosty K isn't my kill target because he still has IBF, I'm gonna start pressuring the Mistweaver because he's just so close to their DPS. I start pressuring him, wind shear, just basically doing damage, creating a lot of pressure for him. I almost get him very low, and then he bubbles himself. That's perfect. As soon as he bubbles, I switch back onto our kill target, the Red Pally. Just doing damage, spreading my dots. Another Surge Totem to peel. We get a Trinket from the Pally, so none of them have Trinket. The Ret has no bubble. This is a perfect kill target. We just have to land a CC onto the Mistweaver and we're good. Now we're just doing damage here, and as you can see, they're here in the middle and the Mistweaver's back there in the pillar. And the DK comes onto me, or no, the Ret comes onto me, and I fly away. I fly away from the Mistweaver so we could pull him out of the pillar and try to land a CC onto him. Here we're just doing damage, battling it out, trying to draw out the healer, pushing back. I get my Earth Shock up and I want to interrupt the Soothing Mist on the Mistweaver, so I put my Earth Shock on him. We're still doing damage to the Ret. You know, we're CCing the DK because he could do a lot of damage. He's doing damage. And look, now the Mistweaver came out to CC my Boomie. The thing is, it's bad because he puts himself in a bad position. See, we're doing damage to them, and now, since he's out there, we're able to get a Hex onto him. I Hex him, but we overlap with the Cyclone. It's okay because the Mistweaver has no Trinket. The Pally's at half health. He has no Trinket either, and he has no bubble, so this is an easy kill target here. Put a Surge down to peel for the healer, but they go down. Basically, the way you want to play this comp against 2 DPS is, well, you're going to pick a kill target, the weaker one, so the Ret in this position, in this case. And if the healer's lining, just pull back, take him out of the pillar, CC him, and you're going to force cooldowns. And you just rinse and repeat. Hey guys, if you liked the video, drop a thumbs up. Feel free to share some love. Put something in the comment down below. I'll read it. And if you guys want to see more content, subscribe. It'll help me grow my channel. And my goal is to reach 50 subscribers by the end of December. Let's see if you guys can help me reach that goal. Thanks. Peace.